Well, hello everybody and welcome to Humankind. We're jumping straight into the game. We're going to be playing on a large map. Pace is going to be normal mode. We're playing on Empire difficulty, which is, medium to hard. So the AI will maximize the potential of fame gains before changing eras. They'll receive substantial bonuses to their base yield they're falling behind. So it's basically just going to prop AI up. Right? I do have all the expansions for this game. All right, for time duration, we're going to do 90 plus 5 seconds per city just to keep things interesting. But we're playing by super domination rules, which means I can only win this game if I eliminate everybody, because that's what we're all about. World domination here. So I'm ready to go, and away we go. Now, what's great about Humankind, if this is your first time coming into this game, is every time you level to a new era, you take a part of a culture that existed in that period and the bonuses. So you create a completely unique culture. There is no such thing as just this culture like the Romans, or this culture like China, yada yada. In the beginning game, you could pick like the Mayans for industry bonuses. You can pick the Babylonians, I think, for a science bonus and agriculture bonus. It's really, really cool, actually. It's not crazy balanced. It's actually pretty easy to cheese this game. But I haven't played it in about a year. But I did play it quite a bit, and I actually got pretty dang good at it. I almost beat it on the hardest difficulty, but it is very difficult. All right, so let's go beyond that. Right now, we are a primitive society. We are a hunting party. So there are several ways to level into the era where we can have a we can make our first town. So what we are going to do is get food, and the more food we get 20 food, we get another tribe. Now there are two things we can do once we get that food. We can split our two tribesmen so they cover more ground, or we can stay together to try and take on some of the larger beasts in this game. And if you can kill them, you can get more food.
Where this is going.
So essentially, there's that. I know before you could put these guys on auto explore, and they would instinctively know where the nodes were through the thick of clouds, and that was something people were abusing. I think they got rid of that. I'm pretty certain they did. So I'm going to try to go for 2 food. If I see deer, I'm going to try to kill the deer for the food. You can also go for science early game too, as another way to level up. That also gives you the culture points that you need to create like your first little claimed territories. So in this game, you don't have a city that expands like tiles like in Civilization. You claim territories, and you can connect territories to cities or found new cities. So that's the way that this stuff works for the game. I'm gonna get the science point here. Oh, I got 2 people. I personally typically split the parties up to cover more ground and level faster. You need about 3 people to take the woolly mammoth without taking too much damage to your party. So, with the deer though, so you can see I'm gonna attack this deer. I do instant resolution. The deer got strong. That's fine. So this is your earliest. You get random events and random bonuses throughout the game that like can add stats and stuff to your culture. We will foster respect. So I can get some food. I can get some culture, which is good. Culture's good. Food's better though, because it will allow me to get a 3rd person and advance a little bit faster. The culture one would have been good too. So, yeah, you can see we got 2 people down here. So I am going to split these guys up, and I'm going to keep exploring. Now, we're also kind of looking for our first civilization. What you really want for your first civilization is a place with rivers, because that's the easiest way to get food early game before you get like the serious like agricultural bonuses. And then 2, you have to build stuff to get agricultural bonuses if you're outside of a river area. So it can make early growth almost impossible, actually. So it's really, really important that your first area, where the city is at least, has access to those easy food tiles, automatic food tiles, basically. Now, I can also raid and burn these sanctuaries to the ground, which is both a good and bad thing. I never really cared. I mean, in the sense that like I've always burned them down, because I'm a terrible person. But to advance faster and get the resources, honestly. You can see right here we have ebony. We have lots of cool resources. It's really good to explore. I typically, if I see any of the other tribes, will attack them. Ooh. Like we died going up that ledge. And that's because I don't want them to get points and get strong and all that stuff. And then I'll make peace with them later. I typically burn down any territories they have that I see. I'm going to get a territory up because the territory will acquire food too. Lots of cool things. And then once I get enough points, over here you can see my growth. I'm one growth star away from being able to do a city. Everything is hunky-dory. So you can see up here we got a spot with 18 food and 4 industry. Now you do still want a spot with good industry. There I got 14. So you really want to think about your future. What your future looks like. Honestly, I think like back here, look at that plus 12. 12 and 10. That's a toughie. See, there's some good spots back here. I don't always just like look at what it tells me or what it says, because it just goes with the highest, but 18 and 4 isn't too great if I can't build shit. Alright, we're gonna send him up here. Well, it's kind of like wigging out on me, so I'm gonna have to give it another go. Alright, so you can see we got lots of people. So over here I'm gonna Ooh, I don't need to ransack. Alright, we'll come back and we'll ransack. This is also a good way to explore and find out where the resources are. This is a great spot right here, and if I'm able to so let me explain something else too. So you see all these territories. So this, you can only have so many cities before you have negative consequences to having those cities, like negative production, yada yada. I typically go with, in the early game, a city territory and 2 connecting territories per city. That seems to be the magic number for my gameplay. If you go any less later in the game, you get to a point where you've filled everything, and if you go too far later in the game, you just don't have enough. You have a bunch of city slots, and like, because 4 would be like 3 or 4 cities, and ideally I want to be able to fit like 5 or 6 cities in the area that you're looking at right now. So 3 is my magic number for total territories for a city, for that reason. All right, we're gonna burn this. Let's go! We're gonna burn this thing to the ground for 5 food. I don't need to do it, but I feel like I want to. Okay, so I can get a negative 25% of domestication. Research costs are on the leader of the nomadic tribe, plus 2 food per city or outpost. I like that. So when I get a city, I'll get, yeah, that's what I want to do. All right, so I just need one more notch. There we go. So I got the era, and that's good because I want to do this ASAP before the good stuff is taken. So I'm gonna quickly go through. First off, I'm going to someone got the Egyptians already. I was gonna do, the Egyptians have, okay, so you get +1 in, so these things carry with you for the whole game. So you can do some crazy synergy stacking, but you have to get to those areas and unlock them before other people. But at the same time, you get your total point score is based off of your era scores. So you don't want to rush through the eras. You want to try to get as many points as possible. And so their point system, they're gonna get the most points from achieving industry-based tasks. So like whatever your culture is in that era, kind of like dictates the play style for that era. So if I pick someone whose cultural like focus is research, it's gonna want me to build research buildings and research a bunch of technology. So like that will be my focus for that era. So when you're picking these cultures, you're also picking your play style for the entirety of that era, if you want to get like the most of that. So like if you have a certain play style, keep in mind you want to get the culture that kind of complements that. So here you can see we have a this is like an expansionist play style. We're gonna do food and cultural increases. That's cool. That's a new one. I haven't actually seen this because I just bought the expansions today. +1 food on farmers. So, this is cool. So the unique trait will be retained throughout the areas. Yeah, I know that. Cooperative spirit. Farmers. +1 industry on makers. Oh, so they just get +1 production on everything. Jack of all trades. Allows the construction of a new district on adjacent tiles. Negative +2 fit. Ooh. Yeah, that's not... The stability thing isn't good. You want high stability. But that's pretty crazy. They get a massive increase. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Maybe they changed what negative means. Maybe negative is good. I'll have to figure that one out. Alright. And the Tyrians, Babylonians, see they get science, like I said. Yeah, you could build that. -10 stability. Great astronomers. So yeah, I personally don't like negative stabilities. But yeah, this is Greek. This is ancient Greek culture right here. That's pretty cool. I can't even pronounce that one. But they get money from trade. They get a negative stability. So this is a coastal empire. So if you were like on an island, so you get +2 for coastal water, +2 per lake. That's a good one. Here's I think this is the Chinese right here. +8 stability, +1 science, +5 science per adjacent mountain. So this is great. This is like a great mountain stability, and then +2 stability on district. This is actually really cool and will lead to some serious science around this building here. So you had a mountain, yeah, that's really cool. Actually, I'm actually a little bit leaning towards this. I wanted the Egyptians. The Egyptians were the best. The pyramid is the best. So this is their special building. So only one of these can be built per territory. So the Egyptian period, only one can be built per territory, and then you surround it with industry buildings for super bonuses. So it's really not that big of a deal. I don't like this one at all. This is an awful one. But they'll get special units. This is a faith, so they get. So essentially, this one gets +1 to everything, and it gets some early faith. Allows construction of new districts on adjacent tiles. +2 faith per adjacent district. So yeah, this is a faith-based culture. So if you wanted to go down the religion, this would be a science-based. Yeah, the Sumerians is definitely science-based. -10% attached territory cost per remaining city cap amount. -25 cost assigning trees with independent people. So this is kind of cool. That's a good one. Assyrians, they get movement, they get influence. I don't like that. The Babylonians, +2 science per research technologies on capital. So this is forever. So every time I get I research a technology, I get +2. The Babylonians are awesome. I'm not gonna lie. +3 science per adjacent farming quarters. So I'm gonna want to put a science in farming and kind of like have just like minor industry. I always personally like to play heavy industry, though. That's what's really upsetting to me right now, is because none of these are my preferred playstyle. I'm probably gonna go with this because stability becomes a bottleneck in the later game because you lose stability as you expand. So any culture that allows you to expand is going to lead to you just having better everything, quite honestly. So we're gonna go with the Zout. We're gonna be Chinese. And so here we go. We're going to adopt. Now the way we're playing, it's just world domination. So this stuff doesn't matter. However, I'm gonna play like it does so that you understand how to do it if you play with that play style. So knowledge star, discover curiosities to accrue 10 science. Current is 4. This will also unlock. This isn't our culture. We have to go one more turn before our culture pops up. And what's cool is all of these people will become scouts. So we really need to get as many of these little things as we can. Some people stay in the tribal era for a while and get like a ton of scouts, and then you can go and you can actually kill. Sometimes you can actually kill an entire tribe. You have enough of them. It's kind of hard to pull off, but I've seen it done.
Are the challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay. Perhaps you don't really need to focus on markets when you have deep philosophers and dangerous chariots.
So as you can see right now, this is ours. This is our main thing. Like yourself, earn fame. So they're not science at all. Wait, that's not right. Reach a total of 600 influence. They're influence based. So with these people, we want to focus on accumulating influence points. So you can see we get 150 points for the first star versus 100 points on everything else. Now you still want to do everything else. So down here, you want to get 4 technologies. You want to earn 550 money. You actually want to get 3 stars in everything per era. So there's a lot of strategy early to this game, trying to accumulate the perfect amount of resources in the perfect amount of time. So this game is different from Civ 6 in that it doesn't, if you go with the point-based system for winning, it focuses on how you play the game and how you take care of your society rather than like how good you are at manipulating the game and like having a billion army type thing, like you'll see. So it's a lot. You can do poorly in the beginning and come back at the end and still win, and vice versa. You could be doing really well and then someone else can pick up the pace and win. So you're really fighting every era to win. Of course, like I said, in this is the world domination rules, but I wanted to explain that. We're still going to go for points just because I'm gluttonous. And again, I do actually want to teach like full game mechanics, but at the same time, I want to take over the world. So we're going to go for influence. And I am actually going to turn auto explore on at this point because I really don't want to do all this stuff. And I need one of these guys to build this. Okay. So if we build it here, we get 8 and 12. If we build it 12 and 10. You know what? We'll build it here. And we'll build something back. You build districts and you build improvements, and then all the tiles around it unlock. I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm doing and why.
Over this way.
All right. Yep, I know I got the culture. And we're going to focus probably our first building on influence. Yeah, you need to go bye-bye, my friend. That's 19 and 2. No, that's fine. Probably should have done it on higher up terrain, but I really like this spot. All right, cool. So in a couple of turns, I'll have a city. And I do want to start taking the territories. This territory over here especially I want to take. And the south. I typically just try to like your accent territories that are going to go into the production of the main city. You kind of want like these, and then like your main city you kind of want to like map out early. Like I look for lakes and I look for places that can sustain. You can go about it 2 ways. You can look at either a super production or a super food, because you can start with the super production city and then take over a second territory for food and like designate that territory for food. So it really depends on like what you're lacking at the moment.
Off we go. Over this way.
And we're just gonna keep going. So we have 11 turns until this place is a city, which kind of that's the problem with the production.
Come over here.
And getting cities costs quite a bit of influence. So
They're impressive, the Egyptians.
okay,
It's a fair bet that you'll be
We're gonna
embarrassed
fight.
if you compare cities with them.
they're running away, but we're gonna fight the Egyptians because we don't like them. We're gonna fight everybody, in fact.
Off we go.
We just don't like anybody. Anytime I can weaken my enemy,
No mercy.
the better. Alright, cool. We won. And it's sometimes best to keep them in groups of 2 when you're trying to fight, because they can get picked off pretty easy, but I am exploring. So they're up here in the north. I don't want them claiming territories down here. But you can see right here we have another river area. So we already have like our second city kind of mapped out. I think these 2 areas right here are going to be this city. This area can be a 3rd city. This will be a third city that can go into these 2. Like I said, I personally like to pair at least 1 agricultural region for late game. Well, this is kind of nuts. Alright. I think I need to send this guy back over here now. But it's always a little crazy in the beginning of the game. Yeah, I don't want them getting points, and I don't want them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to war with them. There's also like NPC cities that will start forming, so you kind of have to be worried about that too. We're gonna have to get an army up.
So, do you view each other as friend or foe? It's time to unravel the diplomat's dilemma.
I don't really have any friends at this point in the game, sorry. That's too much of a commitment for me. Okay, so down here you can see I can get pretty good stuff. However, I'm gonna put my dude up here because I want a defensible point, and I want it close. All right.
This proposition should be in all our best
All right, fine.
interests.
We'll do non-aggression
You have a
and
deal.
Excellent.
share map. I want to know what this guy knows. Let's retreat from that. All right, so he's up. That's this dude up there. This dude's up there. This is actually, not gonna lie, this is actually a really good start. To have this much territory, not like next to the other players, huge advantage. All right, so these three right here are gonna be a city, and I think this is going to be the third part of my city right here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is why I like to do this stuff early. It's like kind of like want to pre-plan all your stuff in advance. This is the game that actually favors my way of thinking. All right. All right. So there. Yeah, it can get a little hectic. I apologize, but ooh, look at that, plus 19 production. This is going to be the first territory that I connect because I need the production bonuses.
A first outpost, adding another territory. It's
All right,
one of
cool.
those moments that make you feel like a small thing on a wondrous planet.
Oh, that's fantastic. So now we can turn this into city.
First city constructed.
And
Walls,
we can build
roofs,
embassy. We can build the
outhouse.
Confucian school.
Ah, the luxuries of civilization.
Man, this guy won't shut up. This is what I'm gonna get though. It gives +4 influence. I'm actually tempted to do. There's not a lot of good industry areas in here. This makes this difficult. This gets +1 science per mountain range around it. There are no mountains around here. I need production bad. I'm gonna do it right here. This is gonna take too long for me to get what I want out of it. But we'll just keep putting up outposts. Alright, so we're gonna go with I like carpentry personally. You get that up, you get a bunch of production bonuses. And the wheel's pretty cool, but you wanna look at this stuff. +3 per market, granary, calendar's good, city defense. Okay, cool. There we go. Irrigation. Just go down the line. Got a ton of freaking technology. Alright, we got a new civic. So civics are cool too, because you pick one side or the other, and this is how you actually dictate your society. So +5 influence on the main plaza. Already know we're doing that. Yeah.
Let's keep it simple.
Because that's our
We've been here.
again.
It's our place.
We are focused on getting as much influence as possible for our civilization. For a lot of reasons. You need it to expand, so... Yeah, you need it to buy territory, so we're probably going to have to burn this territory to the ground right here. Because we don't want them to have it. So you can see that NPCs already came up. I can actually come and conquer this and take it as a city. So that's one way to get a city without expelling any points into... It takes a lot of influence points to make a city. So conquering this over here is actually going to be my new goal. I might... Alright, he's gonna die. I might be able to get everybody back in time. Probably not. But it would be cool to take that town and get my second city. And you have to use influence to enact policies too. So negative 30% industry cost for units, or +1 strength. Early game, this is really beneficial. Later game,
This should
this is
improve
much more
efficiency
beneficial.
and camaraderie, but it'll probably cause a lot of complaining.
So I can create outposts for 50% cheaper, or I can attach them for 20% cheaper and absorb a city cost 20% cheaper. I'm actually going to go with this because the outpost,
Just imagine, once you discover
outpost
writing, you
attaching
can
stuff
literally
becomes
throw the book at them.
now I can click this and I can select to connect it for 160 right here. I need 160 influence to
I
connect.
have a proposition.
Yeah, let's do trade. That's fine with me. And I don't have enough influence to enact a policy. Influence is a great one to.
So, will this
Do early
independent
game?
people be an ally or an enemy?
I don't
a
care,
barrier
man.
Or a blessing?
Too early in the
Their
game.
future may not be in
I mean,
their
my end goal is I have to kill everybody. So. All right, cool. We're about to get this up, so that's gonna lead to some serious production. That's pretty neat. All right, I'm just gonna have them on station.
An eye on things.
All right, cool. So we got some production going up in the city, so we should be able to build stuff faster now. I can do this. All right, we're gonna do pottery. We want to get our influence up ASAP per turn. We want our per turn influence just way up. Oh, cool. I can attach it for 24. So that's going to increase my production pretty dramatically. You can now look at placing this for science. So +11 up there. Yeah, it likes it here. I'm going to place this building first. You can only build it during the era. So if I go to the next era, I can't build that building anymore. So you want to get it up ASAP. All right, we're going to have up to, I think, 2 people per. I'm going to say I'm going to overlook it. I don't care about cattle. Leave me alone, lady. Stoneworks is a good one. I kind of like to focus on industry early game because it just has the best bonuses late game. Especially with all this. Yeah, trade everything. That's fine. Cool. We're best friends. Okay. Yeah, they're getting a little frisky up there. They're really spread apart, but I don't like that they're coming for my stuff. All right, cool. And so we can have 3 altogether of these. These are badass, though. Like I said, and these are we're gonna have massive science relative to everybody else. We can spend money.
You have constructed a first emblematic quarter.
Yeah, look at that.
It's a symbol of
Look
power
at that. Plus
and a
stability,
lasting memory of
plus
this era.
freaking science.
Go ahead. Be
We're smart now. All right, and then we get a cult. I forgot about this. We get cultural blitz. So I can do cultural blitz on any territory that's near me. So you see the Egyptians up here have my culture. Oh wow! For 30 gold, I get 300 influence. Boom! Cultural blitz. That's nuts. 330 influence, man. Oh my god. All right, so that's where I was gonna put a city. City. There's no food over there. I don't know if I can take this city. It has defenses and everything. Oh yeah, now I can claim a wonder. I have enough influence to claim a wonder. You spend influence points to claim wonders. The Pyramid of Giza would be a good one. Stonehenge is one of my favorites. You get the faith. They're all really good, to be honest. This gives you extra luxury. This one gives you negative 25 to industry costs. I'm going with the Giza. being able to build industry area, or yeah, just being able to build everything up faster is way worth it for me. Who doesn't want to have the pyramids, right?
I have a proposition for you.
Yeah, I'll do open borders with you. You're way too far away for me to give a shit. Alright, yeah, they got... It's not gonna happen. They got too much shit. I'm gonna have to get an army to take them. Let's go back to explore. I'm gonna keep 2 dudes here, though, as some kind of defense for the main city. Let's do Bronze Age working so we can get Bronze Age units. And then we'll get Wheel. Guess we should just go with Wheel right off the bat. Yeah, I know. They're trying to intimidate us. It's not working, though, is it? Alright. So, I feel like these 3 right here are going to be a city, so this area here is going to be a city. This is going to be a really weird city. But, I have a good feeling about it. Right here. I'm going to build a city right there, man. And then I'm going to take this by force, and then I'm going to take him by force, and then... Yeah, these guys are pissing me off. I wanted to have a city right here. I'm trying to like see the future of my empire. I don't want to expand out too much, but I also don't want to get pushed around by these people. This is a great little area over here, actually.
Okay.
Okay. This will be a small city, a two-tile city. That's fine. Gamble. Let's leave it up. Adapt. Protect. Now I'm gonna protect. I'll spend money on that. I don't like to leave shit up to chance and have it bite me in the back. The foot. The back foot. I don't know. All right. Okay. We're just going on a territory claim. We're just claim as much territory as possible.
Let's go.
Alright, we can build the pyramids. We can build an embassy. For adjacent district, get +5 influence. That's pretty cool. If I place it here, I'll get 9. Let's do that. Alright. Yeah, so we got these guys up everywhere. So we got 10 stability, 1 science. That one sucks. 10 stability, 11 science. We got massive stability, 100%. Okay.
But first, to map the continent. Others will be after your boat
I need
designs
to
and
get
blister
the
medicines.
horses. And then I can start building my unit. It'd probably be a good idea to get my unit going too and start fighting off the bandits. I'm just going to keep claiming territory until I can't claim no more. I need 160 to do a city, so that's pretty cool. All right, let's do a city next. We'll save up. Okay, so I can do gosh darn it, +2 on administrative centers. So I get it. If I have 1 city, I can get +6. If I have multiple cities, though, I'll need 2 cities to equal this +6. So once I have 3 cities, it'll be more. I am going for world domination. So let's think that like a world dominator. Think big. Even though the first one probably would have been much better. All right, we can do another cultural blitz. 330, 390, 300, 390. I know, like I'm going for the big one. I just want the influence, man. I love this. This is great. This is really great. Second city. I think we're gonna hit our city cap. I think our city cap's 2. I gotta check it out. First, before I do that, I'm gonna build improvements. I always build improvements and then do the city if you're doing it like that. Okay. So what did we claim? Claim those 2. Well, I mean, technically speaking, no, I have to. Well, this one right here can go to him, and I could claim this over here. So, yeah. Do it. We'll attach just the 1. Let's first do at least 1. I like to do at least 1 maker's quarter, and then we'll do our special building. Like I said, you can only build it during the era. Right, and that embassy is going to be awesome. Our influence is so high that we're going to be hard to contend with, actually. I'm really liking this as a start. This is my first time doing it this way. Okay, cool. And so see, then I got my third territory there. So 1, 2, 3, and then this is the fourth region over here. And we got, yeah, we can't take them, but they can't take us either. So what are you gonna do? Nothing. That's what you're gonna do. You gotta run home. Okay, cool. I don't really want any more territories over there, so we're gonna go over here, start plotting out our third city. If you go over your city cap, then you get an influence negative. And I forgot how to see how many. Oh, right here. So you see my city cap's 2 out of 2. There's a perk later in the game that extends it by 3. We can silence them, we can overlook them, and we can heed them. Superstition, -2 science for 10 turns. -5 stability. Let's go with the -5 stability because we have like plus a bajillion stability. I could take that for 10 turns. Not a problem. Alright, cool. And we already got our first freaking resource. Very cool. And faith wouldn't be a bad thing. Artisan quarter. What are we doing here? Yeah, let's do artisan. Let's get these resources. Same here. We want to... Oh, boy. Okay. I'm not worried about stability. Whoa, yeah, we don't have any negative stabilities. So, what's our food at? Our food is actually not too great. We could focus on like the cool stuff right here. Yeah, stone walls. Let's just like start building up. Should actually probably I should probably get 1 more maker's quarter. Yeah, I should probably get actually a ton of maker quarters, at least 2. Or really speed stuff up. And what's cool about this game is you can just drag like your production. We're gonna get the embassy up next though. Like I said, I just want a massive amount of influence. We could probably actually even get a 3rd city. If we wanted it. But we're gonna get our cities up, and then once we go to the next, we're not gonna go to the next era yet. Not ready for it. 10, 13. All right, well, this isn't going to be a city, so.
Your own embassy, where fancy dinners come with a side of diplomatic intrigue.
This proposition should be in
Ooh,
all
nice.
our
Scientific.
best
Heck yeah.
interests.
Let's do it.
Good proposal.
Oh. God, I did not mean to hit that. Yeah, no, yeah, we're friends. I'm not going to invade you and take your lands later. Like, at least for another 200 years, we're friends. Yeah, 200 years at least. It's a good friendship period of time for friendship. And we're in a golden era because we reached all our stars. That's another reason why you actually want to get points, is because you can get to a golden era. And if you do bad, you go into a dark age. I think they have that in the game. Is that Civ 6? Can't remember. Mix them up too much. Another good thing about having an influence-based culture is that you get the benefit of having just all these like the ability to have civics. -50% cost of treaties, -50 on higher army costs. I like
We'll
that.
see if these
Yeah,
independent people end
we're
up
gonna be
with
having a
shock
lot of
troops,
armies.
cannon fodder, or respected allies.
I mean, like what they're
An
doing is basically
enormous
just
leap
building me.
forward from mundane.
Ooh, writing research. Yeah, what we're gonna be doing is they're spreading themselves real thin, so I love it. We'll take everything they have. And we're gonna have to go to the next era here pretty soon. Ooh, shit, who the hell is this? Regiment. Fucking Carthaginians are coming, huh? Gosh darn Carthaginians. We got a lake over there, that's pretty cool. A river. This is actually the territory for a city. Yeah. Most likely I'm gonna do my territory for the city
Over this way.
right here. This is, see this, when you invade, you fight on the terrain that people give. So like, right here is a pretty good spot, actually. Oh shit. Hello, friend. Oh no. You can see that it's also costing me a lot of influence to put these things down now, so +5 oh, +1 city cap
Most
for sure.
problems
+1 city
eventually
cap for
yield
sure.
to the onslaught of more brains.
Oh boy. Oh nice. Culture bomb. I'm gonna do it up here. 330. Boom, culture bomb. Turn them all to my culture. Getting a ton of influence. Realistically, this would actually be the best place for a city right here. I'm going to do my city here because of this pass, right? This is an awesome defensive location. And I like to keep my cities close together so that I can send reinforcements because that's what's attacked.
If you seek
Humanitarian aid,
the
heck yeah.
greater good.
Yeah, we're best friends. I already told you this, man. Alright. Embrace. Celebrating on 10 cities. What am I embracing? The art. Nation spreads across the empire. Pre-search for a message from the gods. Alright. God stuff. Plus 25% faith. Plus 5 science. So we don't need science. We don't really need any of this. I actually need religion more than anything because I don't have a lot of it. Religion's a good way to control people too. Oh, no, I don't mean in general. I mean like literally within this game. It's a good way to control people. Okay. 51 per turn. Alright. Alright, cool. I want to get my my city up next. We're doing pretty well, actually. Alright, they're dead. That's fine. I need to get an army up at some point.
We'll stay here.
We're just passing the time now until I get this city up. That'll be my 3rd city. And then from there, like I said, we're going to focus on an army. And we're going to take the cities from these guys down here. That's going to be great. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, we'll take an influence negative because we'll have more cities we're supposed to. But that cap goes up.
Dedicated to science. One wonders what will run out first.
All right.
Food?
So we got a really good era score right here. You can see we have we need 2 more districts to get the next star. We're gold on another. I'm just gonna go for it. Like I know no, I don't want to transcend. Sorry. So now we can go to another Chinese one, which is last construction of counts. Maker's quarters creates a new deposit of paper, which is automatically plus 12 science. That's pretty cool. Oh, the Nazca. That's pretty dope. Huh. I don't really like that one. Greeks is a good one for science. Celts is great for food. So if you're low, if you're having issues with food, go with the Celts. +2 food right off the bat. The Goths are really cool. They're all cool. Oh, the Mayans. That's my favorite. We're going with the Mayans. The Romans are pretty dope too, though, for stability and influence. +1 unit slot per army. 50% experience gain on units. Okay, this is hard because I am going for world domination, so the Romans would definitely hit that. But +2 industry per worker on city or outpost per industry worker. +3 industry per number of attached territories. Like this right off the bat. I'm sorry. Like this is gonna lead. Wow, you look really weird in that outfit, my friend. This is where it's at, though. This is where it's at, all the way. And I think, let's see where we are with things over here. Yeah, I got all the specialty buildings built out, so we're good. I'm gonna keep getting those, and then we're gonna get the small guys up. Where are we here? 2 turns. Let's buy it. Okay, cool. So now we have 2 production areas over here, hopefully giving us just a little bit more industry.
All those of honest intent may have my ear.
Why did you propose it, you weirdo?
As urban centers grow, both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and sciences flourish as military tactics and mathematical equations become as coveted as physical goods. Empires struggle to control these intangibles, however, as some might trouble their stability. The Maya had excellent ideas for construction and calendars, though they were a bit weak on arches.
All right, so we can see that our goal for this one is completing districts, and that's great because we're in the expansion era. So now we're just gonna we really just want to spam as many districts as possible. You want to make sure though when you're placing these that you're thinking about where you're going to be placing your future industry buildings because they give massive adjacency bonuses. But luckily, like I said, you can build them in each of the territory. So you see right here, I can literally stack them right next to each other. Really cool. I don't want to build this in a corner like that. I want to build it probably over here where I can place more industry buildings. So we got that guy going. So yeah, this is like... Oh crap, I should have thought about that one. No, that's a good spot for it. There's lots of good industry there. And then over here, this is probably the best spot for it. Right next to all these mountains. Right here, I think, is a resource. Maybe we'll just keep going. Okay. Standing army. Oh, cool. We can get the standing army. That will give us, I think, another cool... Ooh. Noble Javelineers. Those are some dope units. Maybe I should build one of those. I'm going with the basic buildings just to increase the productivity of my base units. Okay. And, shit. Aha! I turned it into a city before you could burn it to the ground. I win. Yeah, we'll do industry right there. That's perfection. Yeah. All right. And yeah, I guess right here is a good spot for it. Good a spot as any. All right. Now we do need... I was like, what are you guys doing? All right. I think I'm going to make peace with that dude because he's just kind of pissing me off now.
Their city becomes famously green, while everyone else is green with envy.
Yeah, I got you, dude.
Let us speak honestly.
I hit refused, didn't I? That's why I denied it. Ooh. Plus 15 food for 1,000 gold. Overproduction plus 17 industry for nothing. Let's go with producing shit. Alright, I need 144. Yeah, Orange Dude's my friend. I keep forgetting that. Okay, the Egyptians have declared war on me. That's great. That's fantastic. War is great. War. Alright, what do we got going on here? What's the best unit I can make? Healers. That's a new one for me. That's cool. Oh, envoys. Cool. Cultural ambassadors. What? Allows us both to gain influence? How did I not know about you, my friend? Alright, archers. Let's build a couple archers. Get some cultural envoys. I want to get that Potter up. I want that influence bonus.
5 makers' quarters. It seems that someone took the phrase, building your future, a bit too literally.
Did I unlock? Oh, I did unlock. I unlocked these boys. I think I can actually upgrade him. Yeah, I got javelins, my friend. These guys are in for it now.
An emblematic unit is a living culture manifested in an organized troop. Let's see how the neighbors view it.
No, I can play Egypt. I can play your game. Alright, we got 2 throwaway units and some jabs. Let's go. I'm ready. Send in the army. I'm gonna leave this dude as a defense. And the northeast. So when you get attacked, you have a base amount of civilian units, which are their strength is based on the era that you're in. So you can actually, if you get to the like advanced eras, can have musketmen. You just don't see them. There's only so many per city. So it's oh shit. Oh, okay. They're attacking me with a lot of people, and all I got are my levies. Oh, this isn't good at all. Yeah, they're probably gonna win. I don't have walls up or anything, but I can take the city back. It'll be a fight. I love that. I actually like the combat in this game a lot. It's a lot more strategic. Yeah, I'm pretty much fucked. Probably better off just defending, but they're gonna... Yeah, there's no way for me to win this one. Yeah, they got archers. And they can out damage me. Okay, cool. So they're gonna take the city, but I'm gonna take it back. They caught me off guard. There's sneaky Egyptians. Alright, we got disease. What can I do? Okay, well, the only thing I can really do is just do as much damage as I possibly can to the weakest units. Their archers are who I really want to kill, though. I need to damage this, but I got my men coming. We'll just take the city back.
You have recruited an envoy. Part spokesman, part snoop, all diplomat.
We need combat units. They've kind of enveloped me, haven't they? Luckily, I think I got two. I don't know if I can take them, but I do know that I'm gonna try. Oh shit! They got me. They got me on the flank. All right, this is a pretty good position. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on! I got my archers on high ground. I got two archers. Dude, let me move. You guys moved twice already. Okay. Yeah, we got it pretty good. If I hit them, they'll do less damage. Their combat damage will go down a lot. Let me get this guy back here. So I can't do much damage, and I want these guys just as kind of meat shields. So I'm gonna leave them where they are. I think I can take these guys. Shit. Alright, well, I needed better warriors, that's for sure. These javelins are pretty dope, but yeah, I don't know. This is probably not gonna. I'm probably not gonna win this one. Nope. I'm outgunned. Probably should have taken out the melee units first. Oh, nice. That was luck. I wasn't supposed to do that much damage. Alright. Well, we need to just keep sending men out. I can actually you can actually reinforce if yes. Oh my god. Did they take my reinforcement spot? Where is my reinforcement? Here, there's a spot where you're supposed to be able to reinforce from, and I don't see it. It's probably, I don't know. I think I'm standing on it.
We don't think we can do that.
Alright, I'll do it next turn.
Alert and watching.
To harness the power of water itself in order to feed your people. That should make you popular.
I don't have the population to recruit from anymore. Ore is expensive early game, so. I think this is actually my reinforcement point. There we go. Oh, no, here he is. Game's getting me all freaking tied up. Alright. Oh fuck, they got reinforcements now too. They got way more reinforcements than me. This is why it's important to make sure that you have at least one defensive unit on each of your cities, because they really make a enormous impact on the survivability of everything. I gave it the good old college try, and I just need to start another game, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start a whole new game. But you can see that this is an awesome and fun game. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't conquer the world, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, or the world domination crumbles. All right, have a good one.